After spending 24 hours at Buc-ee's and trying all the fan favorites, we decided to check out Kentucky's most famous city, Louisville. The city is not only the gateway to the Bourbon Trail, but has a ton of history and fun things to check out. Welcome to Louisville. We're here at Waterfront Park in downtown Louisville, and we just picked ourselves some lunch up at In Season Harvest and Kitchen, and it's absolutely delicious. They have these different bowls that you can get. So I got a kind of like a root vegetable bowl that has chicken in it, carrots, beets, it has a ginger dressing. It's really good.
And I went a little different route and got more of a Mexican bowl that has guacamole, tomatoes, chicken. It's really good. It's nice and light too.
Yeah, so we're gonna finish our lunch down here by the river and then take a nice walk around the park. Louisville's story begins in 1778. Nestled in the banks of the Ohio River, it quickly became a key shipping hub. Over time, it became a melting pot of cultures, innovation, and industry. This is the birthplace of boxing legend Muhammad Ali, home of the iconic Louisville Slugger, and of course, the Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs. We just dropped the dogs off back in the van, and now we are headed to Angel's Envy.
Angel's Envy opened in 2016, so it's a newer distillery. It has a double maturation process that's commonly used in Scotch production, and it's aged in both new charred American oak and former port casks. We visited their tasting room and tried 4 different kinds of their bourbon. My favorite was the triple oak. Just got the Lincoln, which is the official distillery cocktail that's a twist on an old fashioned.
We just stopped back at the van to feed the dogs, and now we're headed over to the Big 4 Bridge to hopefully catch the sunset over the city.
The Big 4 Railroad Bridge was converted to a pedestrian/bicycle pathway in 2013. Originally built in 1895, it was for passenger and freight trains going between Kentucky and Indiana. It was closed in 1969. Almost every night, the bridge displays different color lights. It can be anything from Down syndrome awareness to a home team playing a game, or just even a special holiday. The bridge takes its name from the Big 4 railway companies: Cleveland, Cincinnati, St. Louis, and Chicago.
We have never used these electric scooters before, so this is our first attempt. We're going to see how this goes. We're trying to get to dinner.
That was definitely worth it, and it was fun. Made it back to the van. No one fell on the scooters. Yeah.
We just took the dogs out to go to the bathroom, and now we are going to stealth camp for the night in this overnight parking lot that we paid for. So hopefully we're okay.
Yeah, hopefully. we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. See you guys in the morning. The joys of van life with dogs.
We picked up breakfast at the Butchertown Bakery and Grocery, and it looked delicious in there. We got a couple breakfast sandwiches and one chocolate croissant. Now that the first course is done, before we get to our breakfast dessert, the biscuits were good.
The biscuits were really good.
The matcha I got, it's really weird. I've never had one. It leaves a bitter taste. I can't figure it out. I got it with coconut milk, but that wouldn't do it. So I can't figure out the taste of it. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, and the cappuccino's just okay.
Now dessert.
This looks promising to have lots of chocolate in it, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Do I split in half?
My pet peeve is when you get a chocolate croissant and there's only chocolate going down like half of it or not all of it.
A quarter of it.
Yeah, I like an even chocolate distribution.
The pastries in there in the showcase looked amazing. All of them did, honestly. So I did have high expectations for this. Would you like to rate the pastry as they do on the Great British Bake Off?
It's good, lots of chocolate, and it's not sweet.
I would recommend the pastry, and I'm assuming the rest are good too, just by how they look.
We left the dogs back in the van because we have a distillery tour at Old Forester that we're headed to. So let's go. Old Forester was founded by George Garvin Brown in 1870. Brown was a pharmaceutical salesman who saw an opportunity to sell a high-quality bourbon that was consistently made and bottled, unlike many of the inconsistent and sometimes deadly whiskeys available at the time. He began selling Old Forester, which became the first bourbon to be bottled rather than sold in barrels. This was a significant innovation because it provided a product that was guaranteed to be of the same quality each time. This innovation made Old Forester stand out as a trusted brand, and it quickly became popular among consumers. Prohibition was a challenging period for many distilleries, but Old Forester was one of the few brands that survived. During Prohibition, Old Forester was granted a special license to continue production as a medicinal product. Old Forester capitalized on this exemption to remain in business. After Prohibition ended in 1933, Old Forester continued to grow in popularity and established itself as a staple of the American whiskey industry. It remains one of the few bourbons to have been continuously produced since its inception. On the tour, we were able to see the complete process from distilling the bourbon to bottling. We were also able to taste 4 bourbons: 1897, 1910, 1920, and the Special Edition 117 series. Our favorite was the Special Edition 117 series, and we were able to buy a bottle on the way out. We just got back to the van after the Old Forester tasting to get the puppers, and now we're gonna do something which we originally did not plan on doing today. Last night at dinner, we heard people talking about something called Nulu Bock Fest, and apparently it's a street festival that they started a few years ago every year in the Nulu neighborhood, and there's Bock beer, there's live music, and there's baby and adult goat races, which is a little different, put on by the 4-H program in this area. So we are going to get them all leashed up and head over. Just left Bock Fest, and it was absolutely insane by the time we left. There were so many people, we could barely walk around. So we decided to get out of there and head to the last place on our list that wouldn't be complete visiting Louisville without visiting Churchill Downs.
The Kentucky Derby was first run in 1875, making it the oldest continuously held horse race in the United States. It was conceived as a race for the 3-year-old thoroughbred horses and was inspired by the Epsom Derby in England. The first Derby was won by a horse named Aristides, who was ridden by jockey Oliver Lewis. The race quickly became a tradition in Kentucky and is a centerpiece of the state's horse racing culture. The Derby quickly gained national attention due to its prestige and its growing interest in horse racing in the United States. By the early 20th century, the Derby had become a major social event, attracting celebrities, politicians, and social elites. Over the years, numerous legendary horses have won the Kentucky Derby, including names like Secretariat, Citation, Seattle Slew, and American Pharoah. each leaving their mark on history of the event. Secretariat's 1973 victory remains one of the most memorable moments in the sport, as he set a record time for the race that still stands today. The Kentucky Derby is the first race in the Triple Crown of American horse racing, followed by the Preakness Stakes and the Belmont Stakes. Winning the Derby is often seen as the beginning of a horse's quest for the Triple Crown, a rare and prestigious achievement.
That's the end of our adventures in Louisville. We'll see you on the next one.